now you're really excited about meditation. So I
Yeah.
wanted us to talk a lot about that because I know that that's like your baby right now, meditation.
Yeah, I started Heartfulness meditation in summer solstice of 2019. So little did I know what was on the horizon with us going into the pandemic in the following year in March of 2020.
Yes.
So at the time, my daughter was expecting and her baby was due, and I was leaving Atlanta to go be with my daughter in Florida. And I can remember the last time I went to the meditation session, we would have these sessions on Sunday mornings. And I was telling everyone, well, I'm going to be gone, for about a month. And, little did I know that that was the last time that we would actually meditate together in person.
Wow.
But since then, we do meet on Zoom twice a week. And I've also joined another group out of Dayton, Ohio, and I meditate with them as well on, virtually. So even though I had just kind of started getting my feet wet back in 2019, the fact that I'm still doing it is for me a real blessing. And it's because of the people that are involved in this type of meditation are very sincere and also very tech savvy. So I've been able to continue on this path. And, I'm thankful that I have had the time to really sit and be quiet and be still, especially in the beginning of the pandemic when we were locked down and told to stay in and like that. That's when I really, really got into my meditation. I mean, I always had been meditating through yoga, but I always kind of felt like I wasn't quite, it just kind of felt like sitting there and your mind is just, all over the place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then also being a yoga instructor, I always felt that I had to, sit on the floor, in cross-legged position. And I don't care how many times I would do it. After about, maybe I might have got up to 20 minutes where I wasn't uncomfortable anymore. But, at some point, your knees start bothering you, your foot go to sleep, or your hips, and you can't really go deep when you're feeling that in your body. And I just know from my yoga practice that I'm just really tight in my hips. So it would always show.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I like about Heartfulness is that, you can sit comfortable, and I could have chosen to sit in a chair, but I started sitting in a chair and it's like nobody, sitting in the chair just does not cause any problems. And so because we were on lockdown, I wasn't going out or doing anything. I started meditating for like an hour and it would just blow me away.
Wow.
It was just like incredible.
So I want you to really, let's kind of talk about healing with heartfulness. I know that over the years, we've talked a lot about heart work.
Right.
For those of you, I'll tell you my version of heart work based on our conversations, and then you can tell the listeners what that means to you. But, when I think of heart work, a lot of us have wounded hearts, right? A lot of us have sorrow. We've been hurt by different people. We've been hurt by different experiences. And as a result, our heart has closed a bit. And so as a result of that, if you think about just your own healing, your just different things that come up in your body, there's some work that needs to be done with your heart. So that's that based on the conversations you and I have had, that's what it is to me. I want you to tell them why you feel like this is important and how it's showing up for you and the work you've been doing with heartfulness.
Well, I'm not, if folks don't know, we have energy centers in our body. And there's 7 main energy centers, and these are called your chakras. And they're vortexes of energy where the nerve plexuses and, functions all come together. And they are the center of your body. So you have 3 lower energy centers in the chakras, the root chakra, you have your sacral chakra, and your solar plexus, okay? So those deal with your more like animal-like functions, you know, in terms of feeling, you know, secure or grounded in your group or your tribe or whatever. And then, you know, your creativity and sexuality is related to your sacral chakra, and the solar plexus is like your center of power. This is like people that get stuck there, have control issues, want to control everything, or you know, feel out of control, whatever. But then the next fourth chakra is your heart chakra. So we want to operate from at least our heart chakra. This is where we become human. So the lower three chakras are more our animalistic nature. And then as we begin to focus on our heart, we are coming in contact with our human self. So once you bring your energy and focus on your heart, the other three chakras pretty much get handled. They take care of themselves, okay? And then you can go up from the heart chakra to your throat chakra, which is the power of the spoken word, your third eye, which is your all-seeing or your seat of intuition, and your crown chakra. So supposedly when you get your energy all the way up and you operating from your crown, that's like what's called, what you asked me a question earlier about, you know, what turned me around a long time ago. And I was reading, I think it was in Autobiography of a Yogi, and they talked about when the energy gets up into your crown chakra, that's like the thousand petal lotus, you know, and it opens up and the
Mm-hmm.
nectar like comes
Yes.
down into your body. And I was like, ooh, I want that. I want to experience that. So that's why I was always interested in yoga and meditation. So with heartfulness, though, the emphasis, the beginning emphasis is on the heart chakra. And they have broken it down into different regions in the heart chakra that carry all of the energy that we feel in this earth plane, you know, starting with the earth energy, the ether, the fire, the water. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it continues, it builds like that. And you have all of that going on in your heart, but you want to at least be in your heart, because we're taught that the light is in your heart, that your divine self is in your heart, or your the spark of the divine. So it's the source of light is what you're meditating on, and it's in your heart. So I've done other kind of meditations before where I have a mantra, you chant that, or you
Yep.
know, I use a mala. I've done that. And the breathing, I can still focus pretty good when I do certain breathing technique or pranayama and meditate. But with heartfulness, you focus your energy on your heart center, okay? And when you do that, every time you find your mind going off, you just keep bringing it back, and you work on feeling what you're feeling in your heart area. So you're learning to move from thinking to feeling. And when you're focusing on yourself from the inside out in terms of what you're feeling, your thoughts begin to slow down.